Something historic just happened. Something spiritual, something prophetic. A modern recreation of the Ark of the Covenant, built for the Third Temple, just completed a powerful journey. And I'm telling you, this should be rocking headlines across the Jewish world. And it's not because many people understand what it's about. Because this wasn't just about an artifact. It was about a nation reclaiming its destiny. Yes, that is Rome. That is the Arch of Titus. The empire that destroyed our temple, slaughtered millions of our people 2,000 years ago, paraded our holiest treasures through the Arch of Titus in triumph over us. But this time, we brought the Ark. Not in chains, not as exilees, but as a free people, alive and strong, reversing history. Today, we walked under that same arch in the opposite direction with the Ark of the Covenant. We came not to mourn, but to nullify, to declare the exile is over. The temple will rise again. The covenant never died. But that was just the beginning. After symbolically reversing the shame of our exile under the Roman Empire, declaring to the world that the Jewish people have returned while the Roman Empire lies in the dustbin of history, the Ark continued its journey through the heart of our ancestral homeland. In each place, it echoed the miraculous truth. The Jewish people are once again sovereign, rooted in our ancestral biblical homeland. This was more than a journey. It was a living testimony to divine intervention, national revival, and the unstoppable fulfillment of prophecy, even as too many people don't totally understand what's going on. The Ark then traveled to Gilgal, where Joshua brought our people into the land of Israel. Shiloh, where the tabernacle stood for centuries. Hebron, resting place of our matriarchs and patriarchs. The city of David, where King David once ruled. Jericho, where miracles made the walls fall, and overlooking the Temple Mount, where the Ark will one day rest again in the Holy of Holies. This is more than a journey. It's a statement to the world. We are home, and we are rebuilding where we are supposed to be, not just for our sake, but for the sake of humanity, fulfilling our purpose as the Jewish people according to God's will. And then we brought the Ark to Kfar Aza. Here I am in Kfar Aza. This is one of the most devastating places hit on the tragic day of October 7th, Simchat Torah. These are the housing for the young singles, young marrieds of this community. House by house, massacred, mutilated. But today, at this place of destruction, we have something totally different. We have a rebuilt tabernacle that carries one day the Ten Commandments to be placed in the new rebuilt Third Temple. It itself, the one from the Second Temple, we don't know what happened to it. The Second Temple destroyed, just like Kfar Aza, destroyed. But one day we will rebuild. We're going to totally rebuild Kfar Aza. We're going to totally rebuild our destroyed communities of Gush Katif and the 21 communities in Gaza and all the destroyed communities from the Simchat Torah October 7th massacre. And we're going to rebuild the Third Temple. It's just mind-blowing on a physical reality to be here. Yes, that is all real gold, built to be used in the rebuilt Third Temple one day. It's going to be rebuilt. That's going to be in there just like everything of these things of our destruction. We hold on to 2,000 years of the destruction of the Second Temple and of our sovereignty in Judea and all of the land of Israel and the millions massacred by the Romans back then. We hold that. We're going to be mourning on the 9th of Av, that we continue holding on to all the travesties that happened to us throughout history, and we're going to hold on to the October 7th Simchat Torah travesty as well. And all of it is one day going to be a day of celebration with the rebuilt temple, the Jewish people back as a light to the nations here in our ancestral homeland, and we're in that process today. Then from the horrors of Kfar Aza, we brought the ark to the Gaza border. This is how we beat our enemies. It's not just having the army. It's the spiritual strength of the Jewish people returning to be who we are supposed to be, where we are supposed to be, with what we're supposed to have. We are on our way. These are redemptive times. We're living miracles in between the missiles, in between the terror. We just have to take and to appreciate everything we're experiencing. Be sad about the tragedies and be appreciative of the miracles and be happy about where we're going. This is where we're going. Strong Jewish people in our homeland, rebuilding and rebuilding the temple. Please God, speedily in our times. Right here, where modern Jewish heroes, holy IDF soldiers, are going in and out of battle to protect not just the Jews of Israel, but the whole Jewish people, and stand up against the Islamo-Nazis for the whole freedom-loving world, fighting a war not just of survival, but of justice, of truth, of eternity for humanity. And as these heroes stood before the ark, something changed. They knew they weren't just soldiers anymore. You could see it on their faces. They were warriors of destiny, because the fight for the Jewish ancestral homeland of Israel today isn't just about borders. It's about identity. It's about bringing the light of the temple, the light of God and morality back into this world for the benefit of all of humanity, not just for the Jewish people. And this ark reminded every one of those soldiers exactly what they are fighting for. Not just safety, but sanctity, not just for defense, but for our destiny. Too many Jews, especially in the West, but also in Israel, do not understand what's unfolding before our eyes. They see politics, they see international pressure, they see headlines, they see miracles. But what they're missing is that prophecy is moving us forward. This ark, this journey, is not just a spiritual gesture. It is a divine reminder. We are the generation of return. We are the generation of redemption. And as my son said when he looked at the ark, and I'm quoting him, "It's amazing to see it, but I look forward to the day when it will be forbidden to see it." End of his quote. Why did he say that? Because when the ark finally returns to the Holy of Holies in the temple, it will once again be hidden as it was in the first and second temples. And yes, we yearn for the rebuilding of the third temple. That is what we are working towards. From Rome's Arch of Defeat, the Arch of Titus, to Gaza's front line of pain and miracles and redemption, to the holy hills of our redemption, the beautiful Judean hills and the biblical heartland, the true Bible Belt. The ark is moving again, and so are we. We are not just telling our story. We are blessed to be living it and writing our history books right now. Do not stand on the sidelines. This is our time as a people. This is our moment. And with every step that this ark takes, we as a Jewish people and as humanity step closer to the rebuilding of the third temple. And I can't emphasize this enough. The rebuilding of the third temple is not just for the Jews. It's for all of humanity, because the third temple, the building, the physical manifestation of building God's house, is symbolic of God, good morality. And that's for the benefit of all of humanity. The second our third temple is rebuilt, that is the knockout blow to the evil in the world, to the Islamo-Nazis in the world, to the Red-Green Alliance in the world. That's what they fear. It is ultimately a spiritual battle. It's not about Gaza. It's not about Iran. It's not about London, Paris, Melbourne, Toronto, New York, DC. It's not about the physical struggles we are witnessing and the growth of the evil of that red-green alliance. It is a spiritual battle. The second that people see and internalize that the Jewish people reflecting the physical manifestation of God and that the rebuilding of the temple is back, that is what is going to make them scared and understand they have lost. Game over. And these are the prophetic redemptive times we are living through right now. If you are a Jew, how can you not be here with us today as we write the history books and witness with our own lives and the lives of our children the unfolding of these prophecies? Am Yisrael Chai. If you are not yet a subscriber to our daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect, truthful videos about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world, what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe today. And yes, we are a donor-based operation. We need your donations for support in order to make these videos and get our videos seen and do all the work we do. So every once in a while, whether a large donation or a small donation, just go to pulseofisrael.com and click on the donate button. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.